Yo, what's up? It's Lochie from Alpha Wolf. I'm hanging out with Rob from Front Row Live.
For starters, I am a new fan of your band. I can't even say the name of the song. Akudama. It was like the first listen for me, and like instantly I like got hooked.
Hey, man.
It's cool that this is the first song of a new era of the band. So talk to me about this new single for Alpha Wolf and you know the creative process behind it.
I think this is one of the first songs written from the album, maybe second or third or something like that. I'm pretty sure Mitch was down from Brisbane just hanging out at Scotty's house for the weekend, and they were just mucking around, just spitting out songs. I think they got like 3 done in a weekend or something like that. Yeah. And that was one of them. And we heard like the whammy part at the start, all like the high pitched stuff. And we're like, yeah, hell yeah, like this is it. Like, and at the same, it was the first song we started recording, and I think the last song we finished recording in a weird way. There was like, we had like our album finishing day. We cleared everything up, had a couple drinks and everything like that, and then went home. I got a bunch of messages from Scotty and Sabian in the morning saying, we got to change something. We stuffed it up. So I haul my ass back in the car, go to Scotty's house, like scream like one line and then go home. Album done. And yeah, that was fun.
So did this track kind of like pave the way for the album? Is this what kind of like made you guys realize this is what we want for A Quiet Place to Die?
I don't even know, because I don't think that song captures the sound of the album. That's just a spike in one sort of, not style, like we're not changing our shit up on everyone or anything like that, but I don't know, we wanted a really bright, catchy, punchy song to kick the shit off with, and we think that did really well. There's other heavier songs, there's other catchier songs like that. Yeah, I don't know. There was one of the first few songs written, but we definitely didn't think, oh, we got to make another one like this. Oh, we got to keep pumping out Akudamas sort of thing. Like, so yeah, I don't know. We hit that, realized it was good, then started making other songs and sounds and stuff like that.
Talk to me about the producer for this record. Who was involved? Is it the same producer from Mono, or is it a different producer?
Well, producing's all been like Scotty, everybody in-house. He tracks bands, just in and out of Melbourne and everything. So we can get a lot of it done at home, and then we send it off to our boy, Lance. He mixes it, and he's the dude. He's like the Australian Will Putney at this point. Like, he's going crazy, and he's always been with us. He does our live sound, so just having him on stage, in the studio, wherever we go, it really helps get our sounds together. He knows what we want to sound like, so he knows the things to do to help us get there and everything like that. So yeah, it's really sick with Lance.
As far as this record, as far as the topics go, there's a lot of different emotions on this album. Like, were there specific emotions that kind of sparked the idea of this album?
Yeah, I'd say so. It definitely feels a lot more like, even with Fault felt pretty inwards, like sadness, aggression and everything like that. A lot of it was felt inside and talking about ourselves in a lot of the sense and everything like that. This is after a whole couple years of touring. I definitely felt a lot more comfortable to talk about different things on this record that I didn't as the new guy coming in. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely more based around those past 2 years of touring rather than delving into the reaches we got to on Fault. Yeah. So it's a bit more current, I think.
For you personally, like, what challenged you with this record? Were there any screams or any vocal lines that you felt like you were having a hard time in the recording process?
Yeah, actually, I think a lot of it, whenever I was doing someone else's songs, like, we all write lyrics for the songs and everything like that. That's a pretty collaborative process. and Mitch had one song, and he absolutely loved the song and everything like that, but he would phrase vocals and lyrics completely differently to how I would. So having to get in that fully different mood and different vibe of someone else's lyrics and everything like that can be sort of tricky for me. But once I get it and I hear the sound that he's going for, then it like clicks and I'm like, all right, yeah, I know. But yeah, every now and then we hit a snag or whatever, trying to do something cool, trying to do something different. But yeah, I don't know, we figured it all out and it worked out pretty well, I think. And that's just the amount of songs as well. I went into Fault and that's like 5 songs, 1 interlude or whatever. This is like a whole ass album full of songs and not 1 interlude. Like, so there was some pretty grueling days in the studio, but yeah, at the end of the day, I'm just so stoked and so proud of ourselves for what we have in the end, because it seems like such a huge, just like list of things to do at the start. And then at the end, like, oh shit, we did it.
So would you say this album is like a new era of Alpha Wolf?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a lot more unrelenting. We didn't go with gimmicks or a bunch of shit other bands have done, which sounds typical for a metalcore band to say or whatever, but we really just did whatever we wanted. And in a weird way, it's like it's a new sound, it's fresher, it's way better, but at the same time it sounds like mono in a lot of places, mixed with Fault in a cool way. That's one of the first things I noticed about it when I was going through the album. I was like, oh shit, this is like so Alpha Wolf, it's not even funny, like in the best way.
So as far as your songwriting for this record, how do you feel you kind of evolved with the tracks that you wrote?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say from the inside, because I get down on myself and I don't consider myself that very good of a lyricist anyway, but I think it's all just a confidence you need to have in yourself. And after all the touring and everything I've done, I was way confident. I wasn't really afraid of what anybody was going to say about some lines I might put down or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know. I just sort of do what I think is cool and then hope everybody else think it's sick as well. Like, if it gets past the other 4 dudes in the band, then I know then we're on fire.
Right. So the album drops September 25th on Sharp Tone Records. For you personally, like, what excites you the most about A Quiet Place to Die?
There are, I don't know, there's some riffs and some moments in it that I'm just waiting to see the reactions for, because I know it's going to blow some people's heads off. But I don't know, just it's really hard to say, because it's just like they could fucking hate it. Like, no one really knows. But yeah, I don't know, just to see where it takes us. Fault did huge things for us, and that was only an EP, and this is twice the length, twice the amount of songs. I can only imagine it's going to do twice what Fault did for us. I can hope so.
Well, definitely look forward to that, and hopefully by the time it's out, the shows are starting to roll out slowly, and touring could be possible for the following year. Because I feel like this album definitely needs that live show.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. We're so keen. Like, these songs were written. Well, when I did Fault and recorded it, I hadn't played a single show with a band or anything. I was just some dude working in a factory, hadn't gigged in ages or anything like that. Recorded everything and then started playing shows, or after like Black Mamba or whatever. This album was definitely written with the performance in mind. We know what we're capable of and everything, so everything that you hear on the record will be going down the exact same live.